let's talk about the two secondary soul styles, practical and sensual. Whenever I speak with clients, whether it's couples, families, or young individuals, there seems to be something else at play besides modern and traditional styles. This is best characterized by the spouse saying, I'm just the handyman, my wife handles all the decorating. Or it could be the young adult who says, I'm a plain vanilla type. I hate all the chintz my mom decorated the whole house with. Like, that might actually be, Jenny, So she's saying, I'm really plain vanilla, I don't have any taste. It's really, she's a practical type. I hate that all that chintz my mom decorated the whole house with. Too busy with patterns and colors. If I had to decorate my house by myself, it'd end up all beige. So I guess you can help me with the color. The truth is they do have a color sense. They need a little more help, with it. But that's not the most important thing to them, they really want to make sure the purpose of the house is taken care of, that the house is doing what we need it to do. And then they say, all I know is I want my sofa to be clean and comfortable and the remote handy. However, they're already building shelving in the house with spreadsheet and to-do list in hand. So contrast that with the one who says, I may not be a professional interior designer, but I love to decorate. And I'm pretty good at it. They've collected quite a collection of hows and Pinterest boards and not just the spaces involved in their project. They've also made exhaustive studies of some of the latest home design trends, such as wallpaper, pops of color, patterned rugs. Sometimes they teach us, they often, our sensualists often bring us trends and we're like, you know about the such and such, don't you? And we're like, no, tell us, wow. Yeah, check it out, I'll send you the link. They've begun collecting fabrics, wallpaper samples, and exotic tiles from their travels or far-flung websites. They're often so inspired by all the trends, they don't know where to start or how to choose. They like it all, but no, that's probably not gonna work. They want us to keep them out of trouble. That's what they say. Like, I want all of it, I don't know what I should do. But I don't wanna sacrifice either at the same time. These soul styles hide in the background and are often confused with modern, which often the traditional soul style is, or traditional, which the sensual soul style is often confused with. They are also the most tied to your life circumstances. So, for instance, earlier in your adult life, you are just kind of exploring your world and getting to know what you like. You may be in a little bit more of a sensual phase. And you're young and single and you're able, or young couple, and you've got your first condo and you're decorating it. And then maybe you get married, you have kids, you're working really hard you're building your career, and now you just want your house to work for you. So you get into a practical phase where you set aside all of that sensuality for a little while, hopefully not all of it, but and then people often swing back into being into their sensual side when they become empty nesters. And now it's like, I can have the white sofa. I can have the cream rug, We had a dog for the kids, but the dog died and I'm not replacing it, because I want my white sofa, So anyway, so now, Victoria, can you go to the next one? Oh, no, that's right, I continue. So the practical soul style, just to unpack a little bit, practical type usually knows that they are practical. They'll say something like, well, I'm just focused on what we need. I like to know what something is for. A sofa is a sofa. Our kitchen just needs to work for us. In the home, these people have a good feel for how they want their furniture to function. For instance, the den is for watching TV, so the furniture obviously needs to be conducive to lounging and facing the TV. These are the guys that come in with their little, they already have their grid, their grid paper, and they've already mapped it out, something that they want from you, or maybe they've already mapped out like a TV media wall, and it actually is kind of working because they've measured it to the last inch. They care how the kitchen is laid out in terms of functionality, but that's all. The bathroom for them is just a place to shower and get ready for the day. That's not of great interest. The values they express regarding their home are those of practical usefulness. For example, A hardworking stay-at-home might say, I need a kitchen that's easy to use so I can make a meal for my family in 45 minutes. A man who is very handy around the home might say, as long as I have a place where I can keep my tools and keep my workbench clean, I'm good. Their relationship to everything from everyday items to the earth itself is rooted in purpose. The sensual soul style. The person with a sensual soul style can be an artist or creative person of some type. They have a highly developed sense of color, pattern, and texture. They may be well-traveled with a marvelous collection of artifacts from around the world. But they could also be a hardworking mom who needs a hot, relaxing spa bath at the end of the day. Or they may be a hardworking business executive who needs his theater room replete with oversized leather recliners, movie screen, surround sound, and a real popcorn maker so he can relax after a long, hard day in the corporate jungle. The sensualist may enjoy decorating and be confident about it. A sensualist is most likely to have collected interesting furniture and decor over time, developed a color sense that is both interesting and challenging, or exhausted a former style that is itching to try on a bold new style trend. They may need to properly house and light their exhaustive art collection alongside their most practical needs. And they may love to extend rich hospitality to others. Their relationship to everything from themselves to the earth to others is rooted in nurture.